Putit. Hello, I'm back. I'm kind of sleepy. Also, my brain isn't working today, but it's fine. I guess today we are going to draw some Putits, I guess. Mostly as an excuse to talk about Elin, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, let me get right. Let me get to it, I guess. Yeah, let me switch. Oop. This time I just decided to use the nose because Funoi. Also, I had to like adjust stuff because the the male model is smaller than the female one. Oopsie. Well. Perfect. I guess I'm going to start with the one I like the most. I guess it's the snow Putit. I know about exactly, at least for like the, I guess the vanilla game, like I know about like 3, I think. I mean 4, but one of them doesn't have a texture. I think it's the mango Putit. I think that's vanilla. I think it's vanilla, yeah. So yeah, pretty much as an excuse to oh, why did I make another layer? Oops. So yeah, pretty much I use this as an excuse to talk about Elin. I guess for people that don't know what Elin is, the Steam page kind of describes this as a sandbox open world game with like roguelike elements, I think. And it is pretty much that. And it's like a prequel to Elona. I am Christmas, yeah. Hello Fab. It's like a prequel to Elona, which was like a freeware. I guess a freeware version, you could say it like that. Of like Elin. And like I said, it's like a sequel. With like a lot more stuff you can do, I guess. And like a easier thing to get into because the hotkeys and such are not necessary for this game. You don't have to use them, you can play with the mouse. But you know, makes stuff easier. It's a very fluffy slime, by the way. Apparently you can get from this one like cashmere. I need to check something. Yeah, okay. You can apparently get from this one cashmere when you like share it, and you get like one of these guys once a year as like a New Year's present. With like some wine and like some, I think, rice cake or something. And there are people that already have like 20 million of these, probably due to like them like laying eggs and, you know, the New Year's gift, I guess. In one of my saves, I think I have like a Putit farm. Because I like these guys, they're funny. They're very funky. But yeah. If I would have known sooner about like Elona and Elin, I would probably be like a big fan of it like earlier. But it's It's like the first time I heard about it really, like a couple of months ago. Which is kinda surprising because it's a fairly big game. Also music loud, or for me at least. And now it's gone. It's sad. Yeah. I prefer it a bit more silent anyway, the music. I'm never sure if it's like bunny ears or cat ears. I think it's I would argue it looks more to me like bunny ears. But yeah, I am Christmas, I guess. I just, you know, I wanted to have some kind of outfit, I guess, for Christmas. But yeah, the point of Elin is kinda like you do whatever the fuck you want with this game. With, you know, as like, you can also play like the story. Obviously. You kinda have to be fair, because for like continuing like and then unlocking more stuff, I guess you need to kind of play the story up to a specific point and then you can just do whatever. But it's not like annoying or anything, because it's not you can like ignore the story for a bit until you did what you wanted to do, I guess. It doesn't run away, if that makes sense. And that's good, because like you as a sandbox game, you kind of want to have like freedom. And that's what I have with like other sandbox games, where it doesn't like do that anymore really. They hold your hand a lot. So it's nice to see that stuff like that still has like a market. I mean, the thing is, the developer of Elin even said if it wouldn't make sales, the game would still be continued. So, you know, it's nice to see something like that. Mostly because I think it's like a passion project, so it's like, it's nice. It's nice to see. But yeah, I don't know how many hours I have in Elin now. My numbers are small compared to like other people, obviously. But I have fun with it, and I think that's the thing that counts the most. I mean, yeah, it's a good fit, the Christmas outfit. Yeah. I didn't make it myself. The credits for that obviously are like on my website. Very French shaped, by the way. I'm just renaming the layer there. Let me check how many hours I have in the game. Almost 170 hours. A whole friend, yeah. Like I said, very, very French shaped and nice. There's also like one with a crown, by the way. I can't show that one though, I think. Can I? Oh, it's really tiny. There he is. It's like a, from what I've read, it's like an evolution of like the normal Putit. And it's like a thing they added like in the fan game. We're not in a fan game. It's like, okay, how do I explain that? There's, you know, there's Vanilla Elona, which like got discontinued at some point, I think. And then the fans picked it back up and made like their own versions. And this is like a thing out of one of the, I think, Elona Plus, which they added the fans. And this Putit, this King Putit, I guess, is an evolution of a normal Putit. That's the whole gist of it, I guess. And it's like, it has a funny crown, it's funky. Yeah. There are a lot of mods already for this game, by the way. For example, there's like a mod that is like dedicated only for like, it's dedicated only for the Putits. Like they add a lot of new Putits, like a fire. I think the Burning Hand Putit is like a mod one. And like I said, I'm not sure if the Mango Putit is like one, but they don't have a sprite for it yet. Like I only met like one of the mod ones where I'm sure it's like a mod Putit, and it's like the Burning Hand Putit, and when you don't have a fire blanket or fireproof blanket, you're kind of fucked. Well, not fucked, but it's like annoying, I guess. They probably also added like like acid ones and stuff, such too, but they're probably for later. I probably didn't meet them. I will probably still meet them. I'm like I said, fairly early in the game. It's a long game. But yeah, I kind of miss like having like good sandbox games. It's kind of, I really miss them, and it's like I said, I'm glad I found it. I'm glad I found this game. I would recommend it to people that play like stuff like Khatayin and such too. I would even argue, I guess, to play Elona first, because when Tidor is like correct about it, it has like a similar like hotkey stuff thing going on. I'm just drawing funny Putits. That's the whole point of the stream, to be fair. He's looking up. Like, I guess you will have an easier time starting with Elona when you played Khatayin before, because apparently the hotkeys are similar. Oh yeah, by the way, it's also a roguelike. If you want to play it as a roguelike, at least. You can also play it as a roguelite, where you like have a chance of losing like some stats when you die. And while losing half of your money if you have it with you, but or you can just play it like without all of that, and you can just play it without like the roguelike or roguelite aspect, I guess. That's the charm, kind of. You can play it however you want. You can make your character like very detailed with like the stats and such. Like, I guess one of the memes is when you want to play like really slowly. If you want to like walk on the world map for like 3 months and then die of starvation, or if someone like throws salt at you, you can play as snail. And to be exact, a snail pianist, because you can't even fight them at all. Because, you know, a pianist is just like a pianist. It makes sense, right? It's not a warrior. So yeah. So were these other games also made by the Khatayin people, or are they just inspired? These other games? Which other games do you mean? Because I think Elona came first. Like, I think Elona came before Khatayin. There are a lot of them, to be fair, like older ones. The ones you're talking about right now, I think, like I said, I think Elona came before Catalysm. And if they're inspired or not, I'm not sure, actually. But I don't think so, because I think Catalysm is like more like in the Western area. And Elona is like a Japanese more. It's more popular in the Japanese like spaces. But Elona I think came out in 2006. But I'm not sure right now, like I said. I've read a bit about it. I don't even know about the programming history, because I know Catalysm started with ASCII, same as Dwarf Fortress, but I think Elona didn't start with ASCII, so I'm not really sure. That would be, I would answer it probably with a small Google search, a gigantic Google search. Like, let's make a fucking documentary about the history of. I hate ASCII. Damn, I kind of liked it when I tried it out in the apprenticeship. It's kind of funny. But like old, you know. Obviously. Putit. It's fine, I was joking anyway. Okay. There's also like a mod with like an eggplant. Putit. I'm going to draw this one. Because he's funny. I don't think I have that one installed even. I don't think I have that one installed. It was actually one of the first mods that got like published on Steam. The eggplant one. What I saw, at least. He's kind of hairy. Or like planty, I guess, I don't know. there's plenty of Putits. Fucking Christ. I guess I made him really look like an eggplant. A really derpy one, I need to fix that. Like, what the fuck is this? Yeah. But I like, so it's like recommend. I don't. It's like recommend for like people that like a sandbox experience and like to make their own characters. And customize their own like town, I guess. Which is a lot of things that I kind of miss in games, so it's like really comfortable to play it. There are like a lot of races too that you can play. For example, there is a chaos shape, which when it levels up, the chaos shape. Okay, let me start at the start. you start with, I think, one arm and a torso. That's your body. That's what you are. And when you level up, you have a chance to get like a random body part by using a feat point. The feat points you get when you like level up. And I think at some point I played myself for that because I have no character that would fit for that. I think at some point I had like 6 arms. Funny. I had like 6 arms. Like 2 torsos, like 3 necks or whatever. But I wasn't lucky and I never got a fucking head. Like I was a headless 6-arm spider thing. I guess. And it was like, why am I not getting a fucking head? Give me head. Sounds based, to be honest. It's kind of fun. I'm taking a break from this one right now because I just want to punch stuff, so I'm just playing like a warrior dude with no weapon, which is like punching everything to death. And that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm probably like making like a cat farm with him or something because funny. There's like one dude in the Elin / like both really. There are too many like versions. Jesus. So no head, yeah, literally, yeah. There's like one dude like set in like the Elin community, which has like probably hundreds of snow Putits at this point. It's like I want that. I want more snow Putits. Please put it. But yeah. Oops. I thought I got a I had a heart attack for a second. I thought I closed my OBS. Alt F4 this shit. I'm going back to playing Elin. But there's like chaos shape, except you can play a fucking snail. I think there's Hillfolk, which is just dwarves really, so I don't give a shit. I hate dwarves. Elea is like the elves, I guess, because they're old and beautiful and all that shit. They are like fairies, which are kind of the thieves, I guess. You can play a lich, a golem, I think. You can be a big golem. And many other, like there are 2 different fox races too, which is, you know, nice. I like that. You know, fox races are always nice. It was actually not a thing that was like planned, like the foxes. It was actually a Kickstarter thing that got like asked for by like a contributor, I guess. So that one is only there because someone asked for it, which is highly appreciated for obvious reasons for myself, I guess. So that's where all the money went. Good. The thing is, also the Kickstarter said that if they don't meet the goals, the game would be developed either way. It's literally just like people wanting to support the game. and they reached all the goals on the Kickstarter. To the point that the developer was like, I don't even know what the fucking goals could be now, because we have everything. And it's like, okay. It's like, okay. Nice. And like said, they also said like that if they wouldn't get a lot of sales, that's fine. They would still finish the game pretty much, because it's a passion project, and it's nice to see that stuff like that still exists, where you just, you know, make a game that is enjoyable. So yeah, it's the eggplant one. They also had like gods, I think, as like, I think 2 of the gods are like also like a thing that got like asked for, like for example the god of strife, which is like I think the war god or something. Well, obviously the fox one is the fox god is like also one. Is void one? I think it was. There was like another one, but I forgot about the other one. Funnily enough, there's like no cat people, which get fucked, Tito. I could talk about like the fucking crafting system, which is like very, very in depth and very weird too. Get fucked, Tito. I mean, yeah. I mean, you can still like just make cat people because they are like the cosmetics for that. Yeah. I think this game has at this point like 300 like mods already like that. And there's like a thing where you can make like custom races. I think even one where you can make a custom religion too at this point. So, you know, the modding community is really big in the game. Which again, nice to have. I'm glad. Because I do enjoy me some mods. I was a RimWorld player. Yeah, kind of like RimWorld then. Yeah, the RimWorld modding community is insane. It is awesome, yeah. It is awesome. Like I said, you can do so much shit. Like you can, I don't know. It's too many things that I can't really like say in like small words, I guess, because you can do so much. I'm going to make this one fat. Watch me draw while I read Pilio and Elin. It's literally that stream, yeah. That should be the stream title. I mean, it is pretty much that. But I want to keep my titles similar, so I didn't do that. Oh, I thought that the playlist stopped again, but it's just like a pause in the video. What if he has the eyes on his ass? Oh god. Maybe not. Like I said, you can like play like a fucking chaos shape, I guess, for example, that has like 6 arms and only punches shit to death. It has like, when he goes like home to his town, has like a catgirl farm or something. and makes his catgirls while they lay eggs and reproduce. There's already a sex mode, by the way. I mean, by Elin definition, a sex mode. Horrid. Look, I could go worse because you can do everything, really. It really depends what kind of person you want to be. I will give this one like a funny head. This one has a funny head. Non-con mod. You could just play a succubus then. I mean, it does, but not on Steam. That would be on, I think Lover's Lab was the name. There are so weird mods on Lover's Lab for like RimWorld, where I was like, okay, that's too much for me. That's a bit weird. I'm good. But, by definition, you could just, if you want really non-con, you could just play a succubus, I guess. Which has a skill that, you know, invades like one of the people's like dreams, I think, and then you just eat their dreams, you know, like a succubus, you know. And there's also one where you can like give one like a parasite and oops, what did I do? You can give like one a parasite and make them horny, I guess. And then they're going to fuck you when you go to sleep. I really don't want that. I tried it out because I wanted to see what it is, and it's kind of weird. I don't like it. I don't need to play that one. I'm not interested. Maybe when they have like a mod where you can like make like something interesting with it, I guess. Look, I played RimWorld. I've seen worse. But I'm not interested in playing that really right now. I know there's a mod where you can like make people. If you want to make people, I guess. The thing is with Elin also, everyone counts as a pet. Everyone counts as a pet. So, you know, you can like, same as like having like a chicken, having a chicken as a resident, you can have like a guy, as a livestock, I guess. So, you know, you can have like human milk, I guess, if you really want that. Which one of the reasons for me would be to have like kids or something. But there's already a mod where you can have like consensual intercourse and have like an egg be produced by that. So I just do that if I really want to. So yeah. Mods give you like more options for that, to make it less weird if you want to. I'm going to give him a tiny cake. You can mod in consent. I guess. Again, you don't have to. You can just play it how you want. It's not as weird as like a RimWorld where that stuff doesn't exist and then you go on Lover's Lab and you find, well, the non-consent one. I know. It still gets my point across that you can do like a lot of shit, so it's fine. I've seen like a screenshot where someone like made like little girl wine. And I asked myself, how? Did the person take like milk and then made it to wine? It's like, I don't want to know, but at the same time I want to know how the fuck. I know, for example, like the crafting system. Yeah, right. The crafting system is like a weird one. Okay. There's like a technique on how to get money that is like, I guess a mixture of being memed to death and being like genuine, I guess. I gave him a tiny cake. Where you go into like a dungeon, I guess, which are called Nephias, I think. Get some scrap metal, which then you go back to your base and make the scrap metal to nails. Then you start to dismantle the nails and get back copper bone, for example. I know, it sounds weird. Hear me out. That becomes then copper bones, the nails, when you dismantle them. And with the copper bones, you make bait. And then you use the bait to fish. And then you take the fish, go to a sawmill, and make that fish into bonito flakes. Bonito flakes. And you take the bonito flakes and put them into a wine barrel and make bonito flakes wine. Then you sell it and profit. Yeah. What in the fuck? Yeah. That sounds like a fever dream. That's just one example. There was something in the lines of you take like fertilizer and then you make it into corpses and then you dismantle the corpses and then profit or something. I don't know. It's like the crafting system is at the same time very detailed and at the same time also like really weird. So yeah. I think there was also like something the lines of you like you take like Putit eggs or something. Putit is an example, I guess. Putit eggs and dismantle the eggs and then you get like meat and you can make the meat then into gelatin. Actually you can't, because it's the problem with that is you have to have like a owner of that meat and because it's an egg, it doesn't have an owner, so it doesn't work. You can't make that into gelatin, but you have then like a when you have a Putit farm, for example, you have like a good thing to make like I guess Putit meat, which you can eat. Yeah. If you don't know what to do with the Putit eggs, I guess you can make it into meat and I don't know, cook it. Train your cooking skill. The game is really funky. But yeah, dungeons, for example, are like dungeons are like randomly like generated. Besides the story dungeons. But even there, they were set at some point. Yeah. Like the dungeons are randomized. Give me a second, I need to rename that thing. There we go. No, I'm going to make a front-facing one. It was funny. Not a normal one. I will probably do like a snow one or something. But yeah, the dungeons are like randomly generated. Which means you can get like obviously also like randomized loot. But with that also like the enemies are like randomly generated. My brain is melting. Today my brain is kinda melting. So it's a weird time to talk about Elin, I guess. Oops, that's not. Let me do that really quickly. But yeah, it's a fucking fever dream. The crafting system is a fucking fever dream because some things doesn't make sense at all. Like they apparently nerfed the wine making, but they didn't. At least Tito told me that they nerfed the wine making. But it's still the same on my end. And I updated the game, so I don't know. Maybe Tito's bullshitting. What I said, dungeons randomly generated, enemies randomly generated, obviously loot is randomly generated, and I think that's also like a really fun part about the game, that like a lot of things are like I guess randomly generated. What I'm kind of sad about is that unlike in Catalysm, where the map is randomly generated, it's not a thing in Elin. Because it's like a world that already like exists, pretty much. So it makes sense, but it's kind of like I kind of want a mode where it also like makes a randomly generated map, I guess. Like more in the sandbox direction, I guess. I think that would be kind of interesting. Maybe at some point. Like it's already planned to have like different starts, from what I saw. Like there are some test things already like existing. Oh god, I'm making muscular. There are like already some test stuff thingies existing. For example, you can start like in winter or like in the Elona cave. So, you know, it's already planned, but I guess we have to wait a bit, because obviously the game has to be finished first for like more starts to exist. He's not fat enough. I need to make him fluffier. I don't know what happened there. There we go. That part looks fooky. for a different topic, by the way, apparently like said there's like a, well, not like said like here, but like I think I mentioned it already, like in the Discord. There's like a Palworld update coming out soon. Like apparently this December, I guess. Apparently it's coming out this December. They didn't say when yet though, which I guess kinda annoying, but I get it. They have like a lot of stuff to do. You know, lawsuit wise. Right now, I hope not. I'm not in the mood to play Palworld right now. Like, I like the game, but I don't feel like playing it right now. I tried playing it a bit. Then I was like, I want to go back to Elin. I'm Elin paid. Help. But except the Japanese like community is like way bigger obviously than the Western one. Because it came out like basically only in Japanese, like Alona at least. Came only out in Japanese. And for example, Elin is like, I think translated with ChatGPT. Which, by the way, that's the thing you should use ChatGPT for. And not like other shit. No, Elin maxing. Yeah, I don't know how I could say that, but I'm mewing Elin style, I guess. I hate the fucking I hate young people. At least I hate how they speak, if you know what I mean. The T in ChatGPT stands for therapy, does it not? I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not even in the mood to joke around about that. I find it at this point just disrespectful. Time to get YouTubed. Well, the thing is, I didn't specifically say that sentence, so I should be fine. I mean, it literally is. I know, but I don't really feel like joking about it. Because it's like a serious thing at this point, really. I guess I'm kinda too tired to joke about that part. I just want to like live, you know? So not everything has to be like a running gag joke. I know you mean that. I'm just saying I don't personally feel like making it a joke, I guess. That's all. Like I know you mean like that it's just disrespectful. I just don't. I guess I'm kind of tired of it, I guess. Especially because I still have like I think one appointment. Like one appointment left to get like to get done with You tired? Yeah, I'm tired all the time, to be fair. Today, to be honest though, I'm kinda okay. But yeah, that's kinda a crash course, I guess, about Elin. Especially because I don't know everything yet anyway, so... But I follow like the Discord like closely what they talk about. So I know some stuff. I ate like a lot of loaded fries today because mostly we had some like leftover like tomato sauce stuff and well, not tomato sauce stuff, it's like bolognese. And some eggs that go bad today and some leftover regular cheese, so I just used that for today a bit. I still have like 3 eggs left. And I know for a fact Nox is not going to eat them in time, so I'm just going to eat them. If he gets angry at me for it, it's fine. I will respect it. Which, to be fair, he told me that I can have them. But I never know with Nox. He's staring at us. He's hiding. I had Chinese buffet today. Sounds good. Yeah, I could go for some Chinese buffet. Well, not today, but like maybe at my birthday again. Maybe at my birthday again. I think I'm going to crudely color them in for a bit. What I also really like about Elin, by the way, is the art style of the like sprites and such. It's like a very nostalgic like art style. I don't know. It hits me. It hits different, I guess. Wait, why am I calling in the years? Oops. Well. Like I've seen also some of the concept art and it's like really good. Like the it has like this, I think someone described it as like this Game Boy Advance like JRPG art style. I think that's what they said. And it's like, yeah, I can actually see that. It's like when you play like I think Final Fantasy Tactics kinda. It feels like that art style. Like on the Game Boy Advance, the Final Fantasy Tactics games. From what I've seen, it's pretty accurate, yeah. It's like, yeah, it's really charming. I just like the kind of old school like art style. I never was a fan of that really polished art style, for example, like what people these days prefer. It's like, it gets boring really fast, to be honest. I like when something looks like imperfect, I guess. And nostalgic in a sense. I don't know. It hits different. It's like when I look at old anime art, I guess, where the eyes, for example, looked like very specific and simple, I guess, but they just hit. They just hit different. Art style seems to be more important in Japan, which isn't a bad thing at all. Yeah. Exactly. It's not even like realism. It's like some of the like anime style art that I'm seeing on social media just is like I don't know how to explain it. It feels too polished. That's like literally the only thing I can explain it as. Like, I don't know. I like when something looks not like 100%, I guess. Unless it isn't something like Yakuza, but that makes sense. I mean, it's pretty realistic, yeah, Yakuza. Well, it's like very cookie cutter. It looks kind of the same. Like some art styles, like in the anime sphere. They kind of just look very similar to each other. And like kind of boring. Which again could be also like a preference thing. But I don't know. I just, for example, I like when, for example, people combine like kind of like a cartoon art style and like an anime art style. Like they take like the proportions of like cartoon characters and make it like kind of look like anime. Like one example that would come to mind is like panty and stocking, I guess, where it's like it feels unique. It feels like there's something behind it, I guess. I don't know. And with like, for example, Final Fantasy Tactics, like with the kind of old school JRPG anime character art style, it's like a lot of it plays into like how they like color in the portraits, I guess. And that kind of looks like I guess part of the like the kind of like the pixelation like hits different too. Like for example with like the line art and such, it's very like pixelated and to an extent blurry, I guess. And same for the coloring and such, where it just feels really nice to look at. I think people might just be too scared to venture out into their own niche, especially on social media, because, you know, they are like, I guess they are scared of like losing subscriber, I guess. Something along that. Which is like, okay, I mean, sure. But isn't that kind of boring? Like, come on. No, not my subscriber. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. People are like way too boring these days. Just like, come on. Like people also like move way too fast. Like, they move they move on way too fast. So like, the attention span of most people is like literally dead. It's like kind of sad, especially in the art sphere. No big number, small number. I mean, yeah, it's sadly literally like that. I don't know. It's sometimes really frustrating. I mean, to be honest, that's just purple. I mean, I can just put that like here. Look, it's a purple Putit. Oh no, that's why I'm making fun of it. Yeah, I don't know. I just find it frustrating. It's like on social media, it's like these days just a mixture of like rage bait and just always the same thing. Like still in the art sphere, to be fair. Should make it like different purple. It looks kind of weird. But it's just like the pixel art. Like this. That's because... One second, I think I need to burp. I'm dying. The loaded fries are coming for me. That's because it's the easiest way to get people talking. I mean, if that's the only thing you care about, like, fuck off. It sucks, but it is how it is. I mean, again, if you only think like that, then fuck off. Get out of my sight. I'm very account mute, trigger happy these days. I mute accounts really quick when there's something I don't like. I'm not blocking them, I'm just muting them. Because like that they don't pop up on my thing anymore, but they, you know, I'm not like removing them completely, I guess. In case something is up. I'm usually muting, not muting. I'm usually like blocking people when they do something or like draw something in this example, I guess, which I don't feel comfortable looking at. That's like the only thing where I would block people. And that's not really because they are maybe a bad person or something. I don't know. I just don't like seeing it. That's all. I think that's normal. Or if they love like only talking about drama, because that's not the reason why I follow them, for example, and then I'm just like blocking them. Or like unfollowing, like... It really depends, really. It like heavily depends what they do, I guess. Oh god, it's the song. It's the holy fuck song. Yeah, like this. Making like a red one. It's like the red ones are called Putit. I don't know why they are called that. It's like a stronger Putit. It's you know, I feel kind of like comfortable more in like these communities with like older people. Anyway, for example like Elin. I don't think there are a lot of young people in there. I don't think so. Same for Catalysm, probably. Because the thing is with these kind of games, that you need an attention span. And that's my TED talk, because when you don't have an attention span, yeah, well, you probably don't play it. So you're probably not in a community. So you're kind of protected by, you're kind of protected from like weird people usually then. Like weird in a sense, like, I guess, let's call it Twitter weird, I don't know. Like, Twitter is the first thing that came to mind for that. Oh, that's wrong. That was the wrong push. Like, for example, I guess, like, it's also why I don't really play a lot of like newer games, I guess, because I know weird people will play it, and it's not. I lose interest usually with that too, fairly quickly. It's usually the first thing that comes to mind because it's the most fitting. Okay, you're still typing, I think, then. Let me wait. Oh, I'm misunderstanding something right now. That could also be. I meant about Twitter. Oh, okay. Yeah. Next set. I probably misunderstood then. Yeah, usually Twitter is the first thing that comes to mind, because that's usually where, like, I guess drama and like weird people go to, I guess. Or like TikTok, I guess. Something in that direction. Yeah, it's usually like Twitter or TikTok. Which is why I every time I hear something with have you heard about like the thing that happened on Twitter or TikTok, I'm just like, okay. I'm just like moving on and doing my own thing again, because I really don't give a shit at this point anymore. Like I kind of want to, you know the point of me being on the internet, inside the internet. Oh, the point of me like using the internet is for me to not hear that shit, and not like see it more, I guess, if you know what I mean. I don't know. I just want to like see on the internet what I want to see, and not like rage bait or like insane people, because if I want to see insane people, I could just look at fucking why do I want to say Tito first? Tito is like one of the more sane people. I guess Pain. Yeah. Pain is not sane. Me. No, you're a fucking normie, I'm sorry. It's so mean. It's so mean, damn. You're a fucking normie. Dentist? No, I'm not then going to dentist. No, but I guess Pain is a better example. Sometimes I feel like Tito's too sane for his own good. I don't know what that even means, to be honest. He just explodes by being too sane. I don't know why I always move to like Tito exploding. I just like the thought of like Tito exploding, I guess. Makes me very excited. It's a fair point. I guess. Give me that color. But I guess you can still go into like communities where like you need brain capacity, I guess. These communities are pretty much unaffected. Like that and very like niche like communities. Like they are weirdly enough like really nice people, I guess. I don't even know if it's like weird. I guess it's just like normal people being normal and enjoying something. Which is like for me more like the core of the internet, I guess. Which it was before it became like popular, I guess. Like people just like enjoying stuff and talking about the stuff they enjoy, and I think that's like the pure like the pure version of like the internet. And that is nice to see, I guess. That it still is a thing. It gives me a tiny bit of hope, I guess, for the I guess guessing of I guess. Everything is too accessible these days. Yeah. Or like a big company doing bullshit. Kind of that deal. Where it gets like very censored and shit. I don't know. Yeah. I'm just glad there's still like some kind of like spark of the older internet like here, like by us. You get people forming fandoms around their own headcanons of certain media. Yeah, these people are kind of like, I don't know. Like, you can have headcanons, obviously, because that would go against my opinion of that you can do whatever the fuck you want. But don't be weird about it, that's the thing. I think, like, even like a fandom of like a specific headcanon isn't even a bad thing. It's the people that make it bad are like the bad part. Where in the past it was headcanons that were created within the fandom. I mean, that's also true, I guess. And when that happens, it just becomes bland as hell. For me, it becomes bland. Second, people start to start like shitstorms and such. That's usually the point where I just distance myself from like consuming I guess fan-made media, because then it's not about the fucking fandom, then it's just about your own fucking insecurity. So that's not my problem. I have to fight my own insecurities before I give a shit about other people's insecurities. Like, come on. Fuck off with that. I have better things to do. Like throwing snow putits, being fat. Very important things. I'm already 1 hour in. That's actually fair. It feels like an hour. Like, I don't mind when people like headcanon something that they are like passionate about. The second you attack someone else for thinking differently is the thing where I cross the line. Like, people forgot how to just like move on if they don't like something. Which is not healthy at all. And I'm saying that with a fucking clown nose, you know? It's like... come on. Let me see something. That's not the correct thing. Actually, it is the correct thing, because I want to remove my cowlick. Props. You know what? I'm going to use the more mobile one. Because I think it's funny. And you know what? Remove the red nose, because I had enough of that. Look at this fucking head going insane, Jesus. I don't know, it makes me amused. But yeah, I mean, it's not only about something being bland as hell, I guess it's for me also like just making something not enjoyable anymore and making it about you. And it's like, okay, that's not the point of a community. Yeah. I noticed that I really don't like the green Red Bull anymore. It kind of tastes weird. I don't know. Overall, I don't like the taste of cactus fruit anymore. I think I drank too many of these. Oh well. They still have the fucking the pink edition Red Bull on sale. I have a feeling nobody liked that one, but I kind of like it. It tastes like flowers with smell. That's like, I don't know. It's something new, and something new is sometimes nice to have. I'm thinking about if I will call it here or not. Because I think I talked enough about Elin, because I don't know what else to say about it. I just wanted to talk about Elin, that's all. While throwing funny scrim blows, I guess. I'm gonna show them really quickly. There they are. Yeah, I showed them. But I guess I'm going to call it here because I'm satisfied. Where is it? Here. This time I'm not going to click the be right back screen by accident again. But yeah, I had fun. I was able to get that out of my system, finally. Wait until I do a second one of these and then it's like, okay, back to it, I guess. After like 500 hours, I'm finding new stuff I can talk about. Let's be real. But yeah, I don't know if I will have time next week for a stream or something. Let me check actually, because I have like a basic list of like times where I could maybe work on stuff. Oh yeah, right, okay. I wanted to work on a proper Tidor ref, I remember. Because Tidor has not really like a proper like full body thing going on, and I kind of want to make one for my own sanity. And maybe for later when Tidor wants to commission like a big commission of Tidor, I guess. Of himself, I don't know. I mean, he's not Tidor, but he likes using the Tidor character as Tidor, and he calls himself Tidor, and it's complicated. Anyway, that would be the plan for next week. Until then, I will see you guys next time. Fitting music. It's really silent, at least. Until next time, have a good one, and goodbye.